Hey, how everybody's doing? As you can see, I'm trying to change the background a little bit, as you can see, but we will get into that in a minute. It is the final piece of the puzzle, the final part. I didn't do it in any particular order, but it is the final part, the bigger of all of the robots that form Devastator. So, you know what the finale is. But before we get into all that, hit that thumbs up over here, or the like if you want to call it that, whichever you like to refer to it as. And come over here, hit that subscribe, so then you will see when the next video comes out. It'll show up in your subscription feeds in case you forget to check it out. Anyway, you hit that subscribe again, you get those 2 marks, and it will definitely show up in your algorithm or your subscription feed. This is the last part that we're going to be doing of Devastator. This is one of the bigger robots, or pieces of Devastator. It is the mid section, the torso section of it. Last week we showed Hook, which is the top part with the head and where the 2 arms connect to on either side as he turns sideways to form into Devastator. Now, of course, as you can see, this Devastator is not going to be a desktop video. I don't know if I'm going to shoot it with myself in the video or around the thing. I don't know. It's going to be kind of hard to do it behind the camera, so we might do the camera on the side or facing me or whatnot. Don't know exactly yet, but we have a week to think about that and figure out which will be the best way or scenario to have that happening for us, so you can see Devastator forming. As you can see, we have 2 Optimuses joining us in the background as a little Transformer backdrop to the video. They are there. We have a McDonald's one, which was when it does have tape on it. It was on the dashboard of my vehicle. As you can see, his sword pops out, but this isn't about him. And then we just have this regular rubber figure. The arms kind of move, and that's torso, and that's just about it. Or the head, yes, the head too. So this for a little something in the background. You know, we have the pop figure sometimes. We have some other stuff just to try to add to the ambiance of the video. Now, as you can see, he can roll quite easily and nicely on these nice big tires. But they're not rubber. And you know what I always say? I always like the older ones that are part metal and rubber tires. These are just kind of clip-ons. So we can get a look at Devastator with his Decepticon symbol on the front. As you can see, he does not have the motions like the other one, where the other ones the hook can go up and the front Scrapper and all them, the pieces move, and well, Scrapper has the excavator, Bone Crusher is the bulldozer, and Scavenger is the little front loader. Their pieces move, so these do not, unfortunately. That would have been cool if the back dumped and it had actual area where you could put whatever debris you're going to put into it. So before we get into that, let's show a little bit of long haul in case you want to transform him into the robot right there. That is actually forming him into the part of Devastator. If you want to warm him into long haul himself, there you go. If we can get him into screen, there you go. There he is. And you can of course freeze it if you don't have the instructions anymore. We'll be showing the box and everything next time when this one comes out. So as you can see what he looks like. So let's form him into the robot. And I agree with my son, and he wanted me to mention this in the video. He does not like the legs on him, which it is kind of weird. But the body kind of reminds me of Hound in a way. Anyway, and I don't like the legs either. Maybe I'll leave, my son has, if you have kids and you want them to see some kids toy videos, you can look at one of those, and he has several of them. I'll put a link to his channel underneath if I remember. So if you're forming him into his robot mode, you just flip these so. And of course, wait a minute, you know what? Let's unhook this to make life easier. This and this goes up right here. Spins around. It's quite simple into his robot form. And you will see in a second what we are talking about with these kind of small legs. So the back part that holds up the dumping bed goes up like so. These little pieces over here fold under like so. And as you can see, the legs are quite short. So he's a compact little tough guy. As you can see, the purple pieces that were on the side, they are actually his hands. The legs, the knees do articulate, not very well, and the hips articulate as well. And then he's quite stiff. He doesn't really get transformed or used that much. He's kind of just there for display. They move at the elbow and at the shoulders. Then you hit there's a little groove right here that you can hit. It will bring up the head a little bit, and you can push on the forehead and over here to bring him up the rest of the way. This comes up like so, and it, boom, down like so. And there you go. So there you go for long haul. Get a good look at him, all 360 view kind of there. Won't that be cool if we could put him like when you go to shop for a car and you can just click on it and spin him and move him? That would be really cool if we could have that technology on YouTube, huh? So there you go, right there. As you can see, like I said, the legs are kind of weird. I do 100% agree with my son on that one. So his legs are quite a little weird and cumbersome and short. But he is one compact, a big, strong dude. If you're into wrestling, kind of like a Big Van Vader, if you will. Well, I guess he'd be taller. But anyway, kind of a hefty, stout fella. So let me look at the instructions real quick, because I just want to make sure I'm forming him right into Devastator mode. Actually, it's not that different from this. So this would go down, of course, when he's Devastator, because actually Hook connects to the top there. These kind of go in, because these aren't really part of it. These ones flip back up, the little feet over here, and these come down, and of course these come down, lock in place. I gotta bring that up to spin this around, because these are for Devastator, not for long haul. And as you can see right here, and we will go over this when we form Devastator next time. We should have that video out next week. I've been consistent with this, this little series we have right here. These come out, kind of clip in, and then it folds out like that, will hold the legs in. And of course, like I said, Hook goes onto the top of him. These will go in. I forgot to put them back in when I spun him. And just move the camera a tad bit as I hold him. So he would be up like that. The legs would hook in there. Long haul would be on the top. I think that is this, yeah. Yep. Just making sure. So then long haul will go on here, and then the piece will go on the front, the chest armor or chest piece. So, leading up to the grand finale, she'll be out soon. We will see Devastator in his complete form. As like I said, I always wanted to do Devastator. I just didn't know how to do it with all these different pieces that form him. And then I thought of doing a little mini series with all the pieces. We do have another combiner we will do shortly. We may do a couple of videos in between to kind of break up the monotony of everything. Just doing back-to-back combiners would be a little too much. So we'll do a couple of other things. And then we have another really big robot out there. I'm not going to say who it is, but we're not going to do that until after the 2 combiners. But he will be coming up, and I think you'll like him. So that will be another video that will be shot different, because he is quite large as well. As pretty big, as much as, if not big, I don't know, is he bigger than the combiners, or he's the same size? Anyway, y'all see him soon. Thank you so much for watching. The camera tipped a little bit when I pushed it up there, so let me straighten it out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. We're almost to the grand finale of everything. Thank you guys again so much for watching and all the support. Try to link to our Facebook page and as my son's toy review. So if you have kids, they can check his toy reviews out as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a great day, guys.